Okay guys, so I've got a really cool tool for you to check out. Today we're going to be looking at this 12 volt 3/8 drive ratchet from the Vevor company. Now I want to give a big shout out and a huge thanks to the good folks at Vevor for sending this product out for me to test and review for you guys today. So far I'm really impressed. It has a nice feel, has a good weight to it. I love the colors, I love the look. It's got nice ergonomics. Anything that's orange on here basically is a sticky pad that's a really nice grip. It's got an LED light and removable batteries, and it just feels like a nice little tool. Lockout so you can't accidentally waste your trigger, and looks pretty good. So far I'm pretty impressed. Okay, so basically once I ordered this tool, it showed up at my door just a couple days later. I didn't have any apparent damage to the package, and everything that was supposed to come with it did. It came with a nice blow molded case, the unit itself, an extra battery, a charger, the instruction manual, and a nice 10-piece SAE socket set as well. So everything was included, and it came out of the box ready to use with both batteries fully charged. Okay guys, so let me talk real quickly about what this tool is, and more importantly what this tool is not. This is a 3/8 ratchet. This is not a 3/8 impact wrench. This is not a torque setting or a torque busting tool. It is just an ergonomic productivity tool made with repetitive motion and convenience in mind. And for that, it does a very good job, I'm sure. All of the tools in this class do that really well. I have had the opportunity to use a bunch of different models and makes of this kind of tool, and I find them extremely convenient, handy, ergonomic, and a really, really good productivity tool. So if you need to bust torque on a tool, get a torque wrench or get a breaker bar or get a large ratchet, get stuff started, and then pull out this tool to finish the job. Or if you want to, if you've got a bunch of, you're underneath a car and you have a bunch of oil pan or transmission bolts to pull, grab this and zip them out ergonomically. And if it's just a little too much for it, pop all the torques loose and then grab this and yank them all out with this to save yourself time and energy and increase your productivity. So the way I look at this is I'll take this under a car and I'll try to get like all the oil pan bolts off. They're all the same, it's repetitive motion. And if it's not quite strong enough, I'll give it a little help. I'll just give it a little bump, and once it breaks, then I'll finish it out with the trigger. If it's not working past that, you got the wrong tool. You need to start first with a ratchet or a breaker bar and get it broken loose and then go to this. I think a lot of guys make the mistake of thinking, well, this is a ratchet, it's made to be pushed on, so they'll give it all they've got and get their foot on it or get their shoulder behind it and break stuff loose. And you do that 10 or 15 times and you've worn out your tool. So as with all tools, especially in a good price point range, understand the limitations of the tool, take care of it, it'll take care of you and help you be productive. So what I want to do now is get this thing put to a test. Let me get set up with that and we'll get started. Okay guys, so this is a mock setup of basically what a typical use that I would use this tool for would be. This is the stripped block out of one of my 64 Chevy Corvairs. And the oil pan, it's inverted, usually upside down. The oil pan is bolted on top of it. And oil pan bolts are a good test or a good typical use because they don't get torqued down a lot. They have a gasket and you don't want to torque them down too much because you'll just warp and bend your pan, which this one pretty much is. I will be probably replacing this one, so don't really care about using this as a test. So basically what I want to do is just grab my ratchet and if you can envision either just having a wrench and doing this all day long, stripping these bolts out, or even a ratchet and doing, looks like 16, maybe 15 or 16 of these bolts, you're going to take all day to take it off and then to replace it. So I just grab my ratchet and try to be productive with it. And so here we go, I'll unlock it. Notice the LED light. I have a really impressive trigger speed on this. Check out how slow I can go. That's pretty cool. If you're doing some really light work, pretty nice. And I can speed it up all the way to full speed. And I have also a battery indicator that lights up as well. So pretty cool. I like the features. So anyway, let's get this thing started. Put it on reverse and I'll zip these things off. Boom. And just like that, my oil pan is free. So, and I don't have any wrist strain. I don't, have any, I'm not tired or from doing this. Now this is kind of an ideal situation, but if you can imagine being underneath a car, laying on your back, with you trying to keep your neck up and, reaching up for bolts that are over here and over there, having a heavy tool or having to ratchet all day it adds up quickly. So that's why the ergonomics and the convenience really comes to shine with this kind of tool. So basically in reverse, what I would generally do is just get these started by hand. I'll just do a few of them so we can see. Just get a couple threads going all the way around and get them started by hand so that you're going right. And then all I'm going to do is reverse it, be ready to go again. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten them down until it fights back, and I'll let go. I don't want to torque it down. I don't want to add it because these don't have a very high torque range setting. So once you figure out what that is, as per your manufacturer's instructions, you want to use a torque wrench for that. Don't use this. So as soon as this starts fighting back, I'll stop. This is just for convenience. See, I let it go. As soon as it wants to go, I just kind of let go. Okay. Okay guys, so as you can see, this tool gets the job done. Super convenient, ergonomic for repetitive use motions and pulling off a bunch of the same size bolts on a car or whatever it is you're working on. Really handy tool. I'm really impressed. It works. It's not getting too hot. It's ergonomic. It feels good. And I'm really impressed. So there will be a link in the description if you guys are interested in picking up a 12-volt 3/8 ratchet. I think I would give it a look. I'm impressed, and I think it would be a good addition to your tool set. So I think that's about it for this one. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.